Hello and welcome to the back nine of round 3 of the U.S. Women's Disc Golf Championships presented by Mint Discs. It's moving day out here at Sprinkle Valley. I'm Erika Stinchcomb.
I'm Madison Walker. We're your two hot geese.
Honk. Much better conditions on the back nine, a lot less windy than yesterday, more similar to round 1. I think we're going to see some hot scores out here.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of scoring opportunity too on the back. It gets really friendly, especially if you have your tee shots dialed in. And speaking of dialed in, we've seen Missy and Eveliina both keeping it in the middle like they have been doing all weekend long. Valerie Mandujano and Rebecca Cox both playing solid, but just on that birdie bogey seesaw. We're seeing the chase card and the third card have some moving day as well.
Yeah, especially Heidi Laney, do not know how to say her name. Laine from Clash Discs. Mm-hmm. She's Finnish, shredding at 6 down. Mm-hmm. Hole 10's a par 3. Really fun. You get the whole one crowd involved watching this tee shot backhand. Kind of flip up maybe with a slow speed putter or mid works. Forehand works with a mid-range or turnover. No out of bounds. It plays downhill. It's one of the few holes out here that plays a little shorter than the actual distance. Rebecca Cox up first.
Low is a good idea here because discs that come in high and hot will go way past the basket and leave you with a very long comeback putt on the slightly elevated pin. So low is the way, but that was just a little too low.
Missy looking great here. And that's a Z Jawbreaker Flex Sole. Nailed it. Not a thrasher is really all I was trying to say.
Or a G Jawbreaker.
It's a G Jawbreaker.
Yes. And Eveliina just solid. Would expect nothing less. Everything is just on a rope down the middle.
She threw a Staviar 3.
Oof. And this hole just has Valerie's number. I hate to see it. This is the third day in a row.
Yeah, you're a little worked up about this.
Yeah, because I know she has it in her. What's going on?
I don't know. This looks pretty good.
That was great.
Rebecca really pinned up on this tree for her second. Makes short work of it, though. Missy just 1 inch high. That looked perfect. This hole doesn't totally have Valerie's number.
No, she's thrown some really great recovery shots the other rounds as well.
Eveliina moving a 5 down, right, on the round? Yep. Bogey free?
Yep. And that is the coolest.
Rebecca kind of rockets that one in there for a par.
Yes, she does. Really testing the pole.
All right.
And chase card. Ella Hansen on 2 holes after a feature card on hole 12. Another par 3 that's very difficult to get inside the circle.
More difficult than it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Ella from nearly 40 feet, it looks like.
Oh, wow.
Front splash.
Yes.
Yeah.
The nub said, we accept this one.
You're offering. Tie up at the top with Eveliina birdieing that one. Eveliina and Missy 4 strokes over Ella and Heidi.
And moving on to hole 11, a very difficult par 4 at 623 feet. You have to push something more straight than the fairway wants to let you. It has to get out to this corner. If you're going to birdie it, then you have to make a decision. Do I want to go through the tunnel or do I want to go out and around, pushing the OB on the right side and crashing back in through this line of trees? A lot of people just playing this one for par once their tee shot doesn't land in the perfect position. It's very difficult to get down to that flat zone.
I really like the forehand on this one. You can still get the birdie with it, but it's the easier par. That's the main mistake, is pushing it deep.
That was a really nice kick, though. It lands nice and soft, still in the edge of the fairway. She'll be able to play for par very easily.
Rebecca just going mid here, trying to take it easy, and that is maybe the worst kick I've seen.
Mm-hmm. That is really bad.
Missy also taking a lot off, just going mantis here. Perfect.
Yeah, that is a great tee shot. I can't tell if she's all the way down to the corner, but being that center cut is awesome.
I think maybe just slightly short of it. Possible birdie with a huge shot, but I think taking a little off the drive versus going huge on the drive is the better way to do it. Rebecca in a spot very few people have seen. Just having to pitch out.
And
she water over there.
She kind of pitches out a little further than maybe you want. Oh, no. Yeah, she's going to have to throw a pretty technical third shot here.
Oh, that looks like a really nice recovery.
Wow.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, real quick, we got some new Two Hockeys merch, some new MVP discs, some new Crewnecks, JomezPro.com/shop.
Yeah, there's even lighter weight MVP and Axiom discs, so check it out.
In the meantime, we're watching disc golf. Mm-hmm. Eveliina gets caught up. Valerie's second. She's going to swing it out and around. That's a little bit early.
Yeah, maybe she's wanting to crash in.
It was just early. It's fine.
It's really hard to know because it's like, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows what the game plan is?
I actually can read minds, and I think Valerie was trying to go wider. Kind of like this. Missy just needing to get a little lucky through these trees. And does not at all, but she's in circle 2. One of the few courses on tour where it's like, you cannot count on ground play. Whoa. Rebecca wide. Does she hit the flag?
Oh, man.
That sucks. That would have swung back in.
I feel like her footing in that instance looked a little funny. Like maybe she got a little slippage.
Dang, that's just brutal when an artificial thing keeps you out of bounds.
Man, and this hole really just got away from Rebecca.
Happens fast.
Eveliina with the prettiest little approach ever.
Yeah, it is.
I love how high she puts the disc. No fear.
I think that's that tour series from last year or the year before. Color, Glow, AVR, something 3,
Nexus.
X3, Nexus,
Halo,
Eveliina, plastic.
I know the plastic feels good.
Yeah, it does.
I do know that.
Yeah, I felt it. Missy for birdie.
Wow.
Big one.
That's a clutch putt.
Missy with really only the one difficulty, one blemish on the scorecard, playing really solid otherwise. This is a big one. Rebecca at least making that tester putt for the triple. Not having a bad round, but they just stack up faster than you can account for sometimes out here. Eveliina still bogey free. My favorite storyline of the day. Missy gonna take the solo lead again though with that birdie.
Tap in par feels good. Valerie celebrates it.
Miss Missy back in the lead.
What a birdie. One of only 6 on the day on hole 11.
Hole 12 is a par 3, 330. We just saw this one earlier from the third card check-in. It's harder than it looks to get there. I think backhand turnover is the way. We've seen a few sidearms, though it's hard to get all the way to the pin for a putt. There's OB deep, but you're not really thinking about it. Most common mistake is hyzering out a bit too early into that last left corner and leaving yourself an obstructed circle 2 putt. Missy, pretty low, gets the straight skip and makes it into circle 2. Wait, circle 1. Ooh, nice. She kind of snuck it up there.
Eveliina throwing it just as hard as she can.
Why not?
Absolutely dead straight. So close to the basket, and it checks up before that out of bounds.
Honestly, I feel validated because this is only 330, but that looked like the hardest throw in the world to get there.
Was it like a slow disc?
Shh. Okay, champion TL3. So not the slowest she could have thrown.
Speed.
It wasn't a putter. We don't have to analyze.
Valerie getting up inside the circle, right around the circle's edge. That's great. A nice correction from yesterday.
Rebecca going Orbit Sapphire, which is a flippier fairway, though the orbit makes it kind of stable. She battles that corner, but gets all the way through. She's just outside. Rebecca up first for the birdie look. Good height, but left.
Eveliina not quite getting it to the basket.
She doesn't look too upset about it.
Mm-mm.
Can't get them all.
Oh. We saw a putting clinic on this hole yesterday. Today, a little more difficult to get it into the chains. Unless you're the current tournament leader.
Yeah, that is easy. Great putt from Missy. She moves to 12 down, gets another stroke on her card mates.
Nice comeback putt from Rebecca for par. And there was only 11 birdies. This is not one that you're necessarily counting on.
Yeah, it definitely feels like bonus level, which on paper it doesn't seem like it would be.
Yeah.
But go out here and play it, folks. You'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah, only 16 people got to circle 1. Only 30 to circle 2. It's a tough one. Surprisingly tough one.
Mm-hmm.
A chase card check-in Ella Hansen on hole 13. Par 4 where you can kind of open up a little bit on the drive. Go a little bigger.
Looks like that was kind of a conservative line from Ella.
Yeah. And therefore a little early. But look at this aggressive second shot.
No kidding.
Oh. Ooh.
Should be an easy par. Maybe even a long look. Easy par. Long look.
Long look. Easy par?
Long look.
Oh! Come on!
No way.
That's huge.
Yeah, it is. It's
How far is
beyond
that?
huge.
That is beyond huge.
Yeah, it is.
How far is that? I mean,
That looks like outside circle 2.
I was going to say, she's in
75?
circle 3. Yeah. That got like a full flight.
Sick. Yeah, it had a flex. That was a flex putt. Mm-hmm. That was really cool.
Way to go, butter lover.
Ella ties the hot round with that big putt.
Hole 13, 580 feet. The hole we just watched Ella take a really great birdie on. You want your tee shot to land somewhere out in this area. Ideally, more left is good. It really opens up the second shot and gives you the option of a forehand or a backhand turnover shot. There is out of bounds on the right-hand side, so don't come in too hot. It does wrap around behind the basket as well inside the circle.
Another one of those kind of bonus level birdies. If you get a good drive, you're like, yeah, I can get it, but it's not easy to get in the perfect spot off the tee.
No.
Though Missy looking like she's doing it.
Yeah. That's one cool thing about this course is every single competitor can get every single hole.
That's true.
You won't.
You won't.
But you can.
I dare you. Own.
Yeah. She has one more day to prove it.
She was playing pretty well out there today. Not gonna lie. We only give her a hard time because we love her and her confidence is awe-inspiring.
Mm-hmm. Valerie with a really great shot, floating it into the middle, not going too far left.
I like that it was kind of like a straighter skip, maybe slower disc. It was a scorch. A lot of those great shots you see skip a little bit too far left.
Yeah, Missy's definitely got a huge skip. We'll see what she has to work with. It definitely extends your second shot to a point where you might not be able to reach for birdie.
Rebecca also finding a really great spot. Missy up first here.
I didn't realize she was going to have to straddle out. Good looking sidearm, though.
Yeah, it is. Oh, still good. Still good for par. Eveliina, it's crazy how much this looks like a wall. There are actual gaps. Just doesn't really look like it on camera.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
Oh.
She's out by like an inch, 2 inches. That sucks.
She's inside the circle.
Yeah. You can see the pin kind of to Rebecca's right here. She's going backhand turnover with something slower.
So good.
Yeah, it is. Good whether it hit that tree or not. She'll have a tester putt for birdie. Valerie with the sidearm pulls it a little straight, but honestly, that's great.
Yeah, that's fine. She's right at circle's edge. Missy with some work left to do. Got to get down to the green.
Missy can get down. See?
And she sure did.
Valerie, we're going to call it 43 feet for birdie. She doesn't like it. Rebecca low on her birdie bid also.
I like how everyone else, they definitely cut out their routine a little bit. But Valerie, like, that's actually her whole routine.
That is her whole routine.
It's like 4 seconds.
And what's crazy is she's the slower sister.
Yeah. Oh, Eveliina on the par save attempt.
Dang.
A little left side. Yeah, shout out Alexis Mandujano for being the fastest disc golfer in
She's
on
like
tour.
in the top 3 fastest period, MPO or FPO. Missy makes good on the par save. Rebecca par, Eveliina bogey. Dang it. Dang it, Eveliina. Now what am I going to live for?
There were only 4 birdies today. Annika Steen, Casey Pennington, Texas native.
There we go.
She doesn't live there anymore. It's so weird. She's in Kansas now. Ella Hansen and Katarina Biocas.
Okay. Casey Pennington, Texas born? Texas.
For a long time.
For a long time, Texas.
We love Casey, no matter what state she's in.
Yeah. Hole 14 is a par 3. It's only 280. Another tough one to reach, largely because you're going uphill. You're trying to kind of flip something up and go around this last little corner of trees on the left. Most good shots, honestly, going to get caught up in that final corner, or you're going to turn something over a little bit too much and ride too far to the right. Surprisingly, a tough one to hit just right. And this is what I'm talking about. Here's the overturn. Missy gonna get away with it, but it's really easy, as you can tell, to find one of those trees with just the slightest mistake.
This one is uphill, but I feel like I like a lower, more direct shot instead of Missy's higher, aired out, nose up shot. I think this is the line that it calls for, with maybe something a little more overstable on a flex.
Yeah, you need more turn to get around those trees.
But we see people trying to work these hyzer flips, and they work, but you can see both Valerie's and Rebecca's careening towards those left side trees.
Something about the way the tee pad is shaped and the way you're looking at the hole, it looks like a hyzer flip. It really does. It just doesn't feel like there's a lot of room to work the flex.
No, you just have to like hammer it hard and
Like
force the
this.
turn. Yep. And look how good this is.
A little too straight. Blue bonnets keep Eveliina in the circle, though.
Blue bonnet backboard.
Yep.
Ooh. Love that run.
Rebecca for birdie. About 28 feet.
Hey.
Hey.
There she is. Finally getting some green. She breathes for the first time in 4 holes.
It's kind of how this course is, though. You can have a rough stretch and then be like, okay, I'm back. Ooh.
It really is about holding on here.
Eveliina in for a birdie. Bounces back from her only bogey of the round. Best smile on tour. If we could have like yearbook voting,
Yeah.
you know, most
Superlatives.
popular, prettiest size, best smile, she'd win best smile.
For sure.
Matt, now I kind of just like want to make a fake yearbook of all these awards. I've just literally been running through who I think would win which category.
I feel like it's superlatives. You could accidentally say something that someone doesn't want to hear.
Well, that's why I've kept it to myself, but
That's why it's a lot of silence.
Very fun mental exercise.
Hole 15, 590 feet, and I think the hardest par 4 on the course. You can fly the way the drone is, and that's what most people do, but I think to get the birdie, you need to go left side aggressive flex backhand. You can go forehand as well, but both, if you take the drone flying route or the forehand off the tee, you got to land more right in order to set up this second shot to ideally get yourself a long putt. And really the best most people are going to do is get themselves into circle 2. But this hole is one of those ones that can spiral out of control very quickly trying to make up ground lost.
I've never spiraled in my life. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, me neither.
And that's about as good as you're going to make the backhand work. There's that little center cut group of trees that gets in your way. It's fine for the par. Going to be a tough birdie.
Honestly, it's going to be a tough par.
Listen, be hopeful.
Yeah.
Rebecca caught up pretty early. Still possible to par from there, just as difficult.
Strangely, I feel like if you get knocked down earlier in the fairway, it's easier to get a par.
I actually was going to say the first day I got all the way to the middle. And the last 2 days I got knocked down early. And the last 2 days I had easy pars. And the first day I got a double bogey.
Yes. Yes.
There's something about like chasing that birdie, man. Yep. That looks great from Valerie. She comes up
right next to Missy's.
Yeah, but on like the good side of the trees.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Rebecca a little pinched on that tree in her backswing. And she is going aggressive.
I like this, though.
Me too. That was so good.
Yes, it was. She had no room for error, and she didn't need it.
Got great ground play, too. Valerie taking to the sky, trying to just get something in the middle further down, and it works.
Yeah, it's fine.
Ooh, Missy in a weird footing, reverse patent pending stance. She's good at these, though.
Yeah, she'll have to go kind of inside gap, and that's kind of the problem with the inside gap. I realized after the first day that outside gap is kind of the way to go, because otherwise, like that's kind of like a step out sidearmy looking thing from there.
Yeah, not quite far enough to be comfortable.
Look at this. Look at it.
Where's she going?
Up.
And over.
Dang, it didn't work out, but I really enjoyed it.
That's fine, though. It's going to be the easiest par ever.
Sure. But wouldn't it be cool if we saw work out? Valerie's third, just a nice, easy pitch up from 136 feet. Rebecca also pitching up into the bullseye for an easy par.
Missy, another reverse patent pending.
Not too bad, though.
Nope, better than I expected, and what a great little shot. Eveliina kind of has a long look. Is she going to do a little runny run here?
Yeah, a little runny guy. Little layup boy.
And all pars on our lead card. That's so good.
All pars on this one, actually. It's one of the few that it's like, we did it. Mm-hmm. We did it, team. Yes, squad.
Legit. They should.
I say this because my card got all pars and we all kind of congratulated each other. It's like actually a good feeling. One of the few really, truly difficult pars out here.
Yeah, there was only 5 birdies and about 50% of the field with a bogey.
Par's great. We like par.
And we head out into the open. We haven't had a check-in in a little while with our chase card, but here we are. Hole 17, Kristen Tatar. Third card check-in.
17, the island hole. You can go right side or left side of the gap. Kristen goes right side hyzer, and that's beautiful.
Yeah, the wind was not so bad today. You could kind of take whatever route you're comfortable with. And Kristen is looking comfortable.
Yeah.
Her method of slowly stacking up birdies. Holland on the previous hole, hole 16 from the chase card. Ooh, she's going big on the tee. Not worried about that out of bounds.
Maybe a little worried.
Oh.
And oh, it's safe?
What?
That's safe?
That's wild. She must have just been right on the line.
Yeah, she was. Although, I mean, now you want to be right on the line to attack, and she sure does.
Oh my goodness, that is such a good shot.
Okay. Look at her
business face.
Look at her business face.
What a birdie. That's a great one to get.
Now she's going to check her beeper.
That's a power move.
Look at various business pages.
Crack open that briefcase.
Yeah. Sign some important documents.
PDJ reinvests membership funding into support for programs like the Competition Endowment, Youth and Education Program, and Marco Polo Program, all of which help grow the sport in communities around the world. Get started today. Visit pdja.com/join.
Hole 16's a par 4. We just saw it. Here it is again. Fresher, slower. It's par 4, 650. There's OB on both sides. The OB on the right comes into play a little faster, but you want to push that OB to open up the second shot, as we just saw from Business Holland. Second shot, you are attacking this right to left sloping green, elevated pin. Not too many birdies the last 2 days. I doubt there's going to be that many more. It is gettable, but very particular and pretty max distance for most ladies in the field. I think backhand is the way to attack, but it's a little bit riskier.
God, Missy throws that disc so good.
Yeah, she does.
That's such a great tee shot. Perfectly executed. Rebecca found some trouble on this one yesterday. Let's see how she attacks it differently today. A lot more turn, trusting the disc.
Risky in a good way.
Wow,
I think. Yep, green.
That was absolutely smoked. She's in a perfect position to attack the green.
It's just so scary, though, to land that close to out of bounds.
It's blind. So you're just like, you just
hoping.
know what's there.
You're just looking for that big green flag.
Oh, Eveliina gets no ground play.
No. Yeah, that was a nice forehand from Eveliina.
She must have hit a little ant condo.
This is bad.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's not good.
And out of bounds.
Mm-hmm. And early.
That's actually probably a gift that it was out of bounds.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Valerie, though, looking at bogey at best from there. And kind of the string of gray we dread from Valerie hasn't made anything quite happen. The last couple holes can be brutal.
I love watching Evelina's discs in the clouds.
Yeah. You can't even watch them. They're so high up there.
They go from cloud to bullseye. That's just her thing.
Man, that's so cool.
So good.
What a great slogan. Let's market that. Cloud to bullseye.
Yay. I could watch this one all day. Nice. Just the perfect amount of spike on it.
Missy, a little bit more pinch. Going to either have to go high, spike up and around the tree, or low skipper. She goes pretty high and wide.
And that is pushing the OB line deep. It's great.
Yeah, solid from
It's
there.
in circle too, and it's a scary putt for sure, but
to really,
easy par.
Yes, definitely. To really attack, you have to be farther over like Rebecca is here. This is a much easier line. Still not easy, just easier.
Yeah, because if you get big ground play just like that, you can find OB quickly. Thankfully, it checks up just before the railroad tie.
Valerie throwing 4 with that out of bounds stroke. A little bit of work coming back for the bogey.
Yeah, comes in hot.
What do you think? Layup? Go for
Yeah,
it?
I think she's going to lay up.
Yeah.
Why go crazy here?
Because it's cool.
It is cool. You can see Missy like,
Oh, I want to. She knows it's cool.
She's so smart though, on the golf course only. Just kidding. I just don't want to give Missy any undue props.
Wow.
We like to roast each other. Rebecca, high over the basket, dead center again.
Valerie makes good on the bogey save. Again, one of those ones who makes testers look like gimmies.
Mm-hmm.
Rebecca coming back for her par. And the first real putting mistake we've seen from her all day. An understandable one, but still hurts.
Eveliina for birdie.
Yeah.
Only one on the lead card. Talk about a flex. Eveliina not letting Missy rest, but there is still a 2-stroke gap.
2 very difficult holes to go.
Another.
Checking in with the chase card on 17. Little bit of a head, kind of left to right wind. Holland doesn't really care what it's doing. She's just going to throw a hyzer and get in the circle. Sweet putt. She's going to move to 6 down on the tournament in a tie for 3rd. Moving into the last hole. She has a couple important faxes to send after the round. You can just tell by her body language. Eveliina with the current hot round at 6 down. Missy leading the tournament 2 over Eveliina. And they are 5 to 7 strokes ahead of 3rd place, which is pretty amazing.
Hole 17, the island hole, 280 feet. It says half the field got it today.
Wow.
That is so impressive.
Nice.
It was a good wind, and everyone's starting to figure this thing out. If you do not make the island, there's a drop zone. You can see that little wood sticking out from the pathway.
If you can trust the spectators that I asked, they say about 3/4 are going right side hyzer. And, actually, I think they said 2/3. About a third going left side, either anhyzer or sidearm, which I believe.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right.
And if you heard it from some random spectators, I think you can trust it.
I think that goes right into the list of probable statistics where we feel most comfortable.
Oh my. Did that bounce before or on the railroad tie?
Both.
Before and on the railroad tie? Missy takes a...
I think it hit before, then the railroad.
Wow. Missy takes a slight squat and takes a breath. Rebecca with an actual good shot. I like the height on this one.
Yeah.
Feels a little safer than the rest of the shots that we just saw.
Yep, doesn't have to worry about skipping OB left at all. And I see everyone doing these hyzers, and man, they look easy, but
It's not.
it's not. And that left side to me is so inviting.
The left side's way more open.
Right?
The right
And
side
feels way safer.
has those branches in the way and makes you swing the hyzer a little wider than you would like. Missy just bouncing all up and around this thing, gets the birdie. Really nice putt.
Yeah, that is a way to capitalize on some good luck.
Eveliina for birdie.
Answering.
Wow, Eveliina.
Ice in her veins.
It's just so cool to see her connecting putt after putt. Oh man, the crowd just like tired of cheering at this point.
Why does everyone look so relaxed?
I would have never guessed that hole 17 is the star frame that we get to see.
No.
That is a fantastic $25 to edge.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
All these natural looking champions.
Yeah, the crowd having to sit down and rest after all of that cheering. That was friggin' sweet. Eveliina solo hot round at 7 down. Missy though 6 down.
It's crazy that they're both the only one with double digits as well. Like they're pulling away. They're like,
yeah,
this
they
is
are.
Our
this
show
is it
now.
Hole 18, par 5, 780. You are throwing as far as you can, close to the OB, deep on that first little bit. I'm really bad at this hole. Second shot, you're trying to get about here before the staircase. Third shot, up and over the staircase, through this narrow tunnel, into the rectangle, where there's lots of spectators waiting to greet your really epic putt. We saw Missy Gannon birdie this yesterday to move to 1 under. Very few birdies on the day. So difficult. Most people happy with a par. Haiti with kind of a slip here on our third card.
This is her second shot. Her drive must have been monstrous.
And actually, the more that I think about this, the more that I kind of like the left side to throw the hyzer versus the straight shot.
Ooh, aggressive.
This is very aggressive.
I feel like instead of the rectangle, I want to call this the wrestling ring.
Okay, great.
We're going to call it the ring.
Yeah, we are.
Haiti in the ring. Knockout. Birdie on 18 is such a flex.
She loves it.
Oh, she has a little jiggly leg.
Checking in with Owen on chase card. Throwing the flex. Getting to a really good spot on her third.
And now we'll see a forehand. No, okay.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. It's always the exact opposite of what you're going to say. So just change it last second.
Pushing that right side, coming in nicely.
Still good.
Yeah, short of the ring, but putting.
Wow, KO.
Nice.
What a par save from Owen there. She's in a tie for 5th, going to be on the chase card for tomorrow. Eveliina up first after 2 birdies in a row on the challenging 18th. This is huge. Spikes in nicely. This was a bit of a backup as well. I think lead card did have to wait for a couple of cards on this one.
Missy pushing that left side. Ooh, she did that yesterday too.
It's fine. Makes for some weird footing, but like I said, it's really not that bad over there because you can kind of throw the nice simple hyzer. Love this.
For considering this, or like calling this an open hole, it's such a technical hole. Like you really do have to have your game plan and your landing zone so dialed. I really, really do like this finishing hole. The first time I played it, I was like, what? Not into it. Then now that I've watched it a bunch and played it a few times, I'm like, okay, this is actually really cool.
17, actually, honestly, 16, 17, 18 really are like kind of a crucible of a little finishing hole.
Yep.
Like, it's a lot of pressure. It's going to be really interesting, I think, tomorrow. Can be a total game changer. Valerie across on the second. Here's Missy on hers. That's looking solid if it gets under those branches.
Ooh, I love that play.
Yeah.
Almost past the weird footing area.
Yeah, if you can get up into that flat, that's when you're thinking birdie. And the reason I like that left side that Missy was just at is because if you look at this one, it's just a little bit more awkward and the footing is kind of like slight, I don't want to call them hills, but like rolling berms.
You won't necessarily be able to get a run up.
Yeah, whereas like this looks bad, but it's actually fine. Ooh. Sit. Sit.
Oh.
Sit, you sit.
Okay.
Nice.
Love those railroad ties. And being on that left side's not bad. It depends on how far she is. Oh, no. Little monkey paw action.
Yeah, one of the first major unforced errors from Rebecca we've seen all around. She had a couple of other mistakes, but they were kind of just like bad kicks and bad recoveries. That was like definitely just...
Ooh, Missy. That was probably just a layup. But yeah, it got a little...
It's weirdly hard just to get barely over these stairs. Weirdly.
Rebecca's going for it.
Yeah, she is. And there's some OB over here that she's going to be pushing. And she finds it. She's inside the circle, though, to save, what, a bogey? Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, no? Oh, yeah.
It's safe. Cool. Oh, she is pinched off.
This is awkward. Yeah. Evelina's going to pitch up short of the staircase, which is smart because it makes the angle a little bit better than if you're right pinched up next to it.
It still is pretty pinched.
Yeah, it is.
But Eveliina is really good at these type of shots. Not quite to the ring,
Just
but way in the circle.
Short of the ring. I want to see them in like the short robes with the hoods and the spotlights and the music approaching 18.
Yep.
It's my dream.
It's definitely fog machines.
Instead of ring girls, we have some ring MPO guys.
Yeah. Missy with a glorious forehand. And Valerie getting her par.
Low-key run.
Yeah.
Here's Rebecca for a bogey save. Comes up short. Rebecca, it's one of those days where it feels like she played way better than the score looked. Missy.
So solid.
Wow.
Glowing.
She's 6 down on the round, 1 shy of her hot round on day 1. Comfortably in the lead. Eveliina not to be outdone, though.
No. Almost bogey free. Just 1 bogey on the round today. So impressive.
Only 2 back of the lead. That's nothing out here.
Valerie with a bogey save. And Rebecca, after trying to fight back from that triple, unfortunately going to have to finish out with the double. But like Erika said, she played so much better than she scored. And 2 overs really honestly not that bad compared to the rest of the field.
That's true. She's still, in 11th, near that top 10 position.
But it's tight at the top.
Eveliina with the hot round at 7 down, matching Missy Gannon's first hot round. Missy leading the way by 2, and then a bit of a gap. Holland Hanley 6 down joining us on lead card, and Haiti joining us after a 6 down round. She's 5 under.
Only 6 strokes separating the top 10, or the second half of the top 10. And after that, it stays within 1 stroke all the way down. It honestly, like 1 hole can bring you from 10th to 20th.
No kidding.
It's crazy how tight it is. Sprinkle Valley really turning out to be such a great venue. We're so happy to be here and wish we could come back and play in another year. Mint Discs, you guys are killing it. We do have 1 more round. Moving day was excellent and entertaining, so come hang with us tomorrow for the final round.
Might be a bit windy.
Ooh, Texas. Yeah, that's it. Come hang. U.S. Women's first major of the year. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the 2 Huckies.
Honk.
Honk.